Maybe they were decades ago. Maybe it was so many years now behind me. These old stories, legends. Maybe they were decades ago. Maybe it was yesterday. And here I find myself again, as if I were standing at the beginning of a new path I did not know, yet I have walked 1,000 times before. It has returned, this familiar feeling. May I have the power for this journey. May those who walk this path with me, and those who will follow my path, untold generations from now, all have the power. May we all have courage. Let our missions have meaning. Let us know what it means to fight. Let us rejoice in our golden moments. Let us understand what honor is. And so my prayer is for a world that knows no boundary or limit to what we may achieve. May every man see the sky and want nothing lower. Luck, may she never leave us. History will be written in the coming days. When the ink is dried, let us look back on these pages with pride. Let those who were brave enough to walk this path be enshrined for eternity. Determination and brotherhood carry us through every burden and strife. Give us this game of lacrosse, where we may prove our worth.
Dobrý večer, Lacrossoví fanoušci, zdravíme vás z Radotína, z potkání LCC Custodes Radotín a LC Jižní Město, derby dnešního večera. Já jsem Babsi a jsem tady s Brianem.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't exactly, I got most of that there, but I'm Brian Whitmer. Welcome to the NBLL_CZ YouTube channel for derby action. Crosstown rivalry between the LC Custodes and SK Jižní Město. I believe that's exactly what you said.
That's precisely what I said. And so I said, welcome to all the lacrosse fans around the world who are watching us and listening to us from wherever you are.
Wherever you may be joining in from, be sure to comment in the YouTube, I don't know, the comment area where you do that, right? Like, it's nice to see who's listening, right? But no, this is this could be a preview of the final. This has been the final for many years. Not this most previous year, but this is the rivalry. This is LCC and Jižní Město. No love lost between these two teams. I'm sure you've officiated and seen this matchup 100 times.
It's definitely something special when you talk to Pavel Došli, the legend on the Jižní Město team. He says, anytime they meet up with LCC Radotín, it's something special, it's something different, it's something more. And they definitely came with that with a full roster today, or almost a full roster. And yeah, they're going for the win. And let's see what LCC Radotín will do. It's not the same team as last year. The two Radotín teams mixed up the teams new. First face-off goes to Jižní Město, and we are off.
Honza Dobiash making it, oh wow, Vimola, as easy as Dobiash made that look on the face-off, Vimola made it look that easy, absolutely crushing Tobias Petrak at the midline. And just like that, instant good lacrosse.
From the first second on, we have some high action here. It's going to be a contested game that we all are hoping for. And
official is, yep, hand is up for a new clock there. Hulesh off the leg of Bartushka. Out of bounds. Will go back to red. Two quick shots, two quick saves, both off the left foot of Martin Bartushka in goal for Jižní Město. I believe he's coming in as the #1 rated goaltender of this league so far this season. 3 saves straight.
LCC Radotín using this as a preparation for the upcoming AHM Memorial. That's in a month's time. Preparations are ongoing here at Sokolovna, and everybody coming over will see some improvements, I'd say.
Doshli, back to Fisher. Ball knocked down by Tilsher, watched by Vimula. Two big chops from, is that Jakim Plakacek back in the lineup, the left side for Jižní Město.
Yeah, Jakim has been absent for a couple of seasons and came back, had a great winter lax early this year, and is playing a good season so far.
Kuchera blows by JZ, unable to find that one home. Martin Peck off the loose ball. I mean, that's just what you teach the kids. Pick the ball up and throw at the goal.
And for those of you who don't know that was a kid scoring just now, opening the score in this cross city matchup between LCC Radotín and Jižní Město.
Well, if I see Peck, Hulesh, Stepan Vesely, and Lukáš Kuchera walk off the floor there, I believe the oldest one might have been 20. The oldest player on that roster, those 4 people I just mentioned, is 20 years old. And that's not mentioning Streblik, who's the same age, if not younger. Pepa Vodolan, I'm seeing walk out the back door. This is a very young Custodes 18. A lot of changeover, this year especially.
Yeah, long gone are those days where the Wolves were the young team and LCC Custodes were the senior team as in age. They're definitely mixed, and it's great to see all these kids. I watched them play in the junior league recently. They're youngsters coming in. It's fascinating, the little guys that you coach, right?
Right. I guess you can call it coaching. Honestly, we're just out there having fun most of the time, but I guess you call it coaching. I guess you call it learning, but #1 objective is to make it look fun. Ball's up. Kuchera unable to handle. Crushed inside. I believe that was Vemielka. And we have Mati Mikulka off to the races. Big check. Nice check. I've said it once. I've said it 500 times. Hansa Hulesh is a fantastic player in the forecheck. In the Lukáš Kuchera as well. Both left-handed players for this LC Custodes team. Great at getting the ball back, which creates those, what do you call it? The ball shot here, dumped from behind after the shot was Knotek, but a good shot saved there, and goes to get his own rebound. Ball up, gathered by JZ.
Getting the rebounds has been a big difference.
And is that Kuchera with the forecheck? Yep.
So something that these 2 teams in particular do way better than most of the other teams, and especially the teams that are outside of the Czech Republic.
Diving shot, Knotek.
Is getting the rebounds.
Well, I mean, I think box lacrosse is better than field lacrosse, straight up. And I say that as the head coach of the Czech national field team. But I love the fact that my guys can, as a coach here, these aren't my guys tonight, but and we're going to have a break here for Jižní Město. If Dobiash can outrun Kuchera, no easy task, beats the 1 check. And Kuchera again on that forecheck, no let up, and he has that. He doesn't check down, very wisely checks up. It's much easier, much harder to kind of get somebody in the head if you're checking up. And when they bring that stick back, you can just lightly tap it and throw them completely off. Hulesh through, Ketchup on the run. Ketchup watched by Hulas. Doshli looks to help out. Will get that ball. Nice, convenient pass from Ketchup. Lakacek working with Novak on that left side. Shot off. There's Slavik's first save of the night. Vodolan there to pick it up. He will pay for that. Had Streblik ahead. Looks off his buddy. Still has him. Will shoot it directly into the belly of Bartushka.
We're 5 minutes in it. This is very exciting indeed, going up and down. Coming back to your comment, about box and field lacrosse, I would say your on-target group here, everybody watching this game is probably in your neighborhood and big fans of box lacrosse. Thanks for watching. Let us know where you're watching from. We're always curious. And yeah, thanks for the very nice commentary, Deno. We appreciate it. We try hard. And another shot.
Supposed to go off the mark. He's one of those guys who makes lacrosse look really hard. The easy things look really difficult, but then he will pull an astounding play from his pocket. He makes the hard stuff. He makes the easy stuff look really hard.
Unlike many of these other players who make the really hard stuff look really, really easy. Fighting.
Fisher off to the races. Novak will run ahead, but no break there. Shruta, one of those veterans still remaining. Shruta will watch Bambushek. There's not many Custodes out the back door left over. I mean, you do have Tomáš Hayek, who's been there for a few years. Matusz Tilscher's been a Wolf, up until the last 2 or 3 years. Matej Kressel came over from Pilsen. And
oh yeah, Kressel, that guy. I mean, running next to him, it's embarrassing. I hope I never get caught on camera running next to him because he's so fast. So definitely a win for this Custodes team. There's many fast players on this team, but Kressel, I think he's the fastest.
No, definitely the speed you haven't seen yet, but you will see Tomáš Hayek, Cobra, running out of the backfield. I'll put your money where your mouth is. I'll take those two on a one time down and back. I'll take Cobra.
Okay, on-field lacrosse last weekend, I would say Kressel over Cobra, but I'll take that bet.
Sure, Cobra looked like he had cement in his shoes, but Friedel shoots the short side on Bartuszka, and you see a 2-0 score of the LC Custodes over Jižní Město.
Still a long time to go. We're just 7 minutes into that first period, so we have plenty of time here. It
has a very interesting shooting stroke, is Stepan Friedel. It seems to be kind of the way these NL guys are. It's not big wind up. It's stick straight up, and then kind of get your stick to the middle, and then just wrist it right through there.
Big fight on the face-off right now. We haven't seen one of those in a while.
Just bodying and bullying Petrok there. He's had a rough couple shifts.
Vimola comes out with the ball off that face-off after that fight.
Squirming through is Hulish. Also a floorball player. I don't know how high the league is, but I've heard he's pretty good.
Floorball is pretty big here in the Czech Republic, isn't it?
For some reason.
Same thought I had.
Hulish misses a loose ball. Ouch. 10 seconds is the call, and LCC will go on the offensive again. The D-door for the Custodes does not look that deep. I'm only counting 7, but fortunately for them, they haven't had to play much defense. Knotek unable to get all the way through. Prohaska takes the easy way out, unable to get that one. He just had a baby boy born on either, I think it's like the evening hours of Saturday or Sunday morning, right around that daylight savings time. So congratulations to Tomáš Prohaska. Oh. Almost has himself an assist there to Knotek. Big save from Bartuszka. No one would have blamed him for letting that one go, but Hulish working on the strong side. 3 lefts. Strudley coughs that one up. Chopped by Lavely. Chopped again by Lavely. Free hand on the back. And that's one of those ones where a push call will suffice, but that looks dangerous to me.
Well, anything close to the boards, and especially you have to consider that we have a bird's eye view from the tower up here. It always looks worse from the side here.
What was 87 here?
I would say probably goalie interference here on that call.
I'm not familiar with this 87 here for Jižní Město running off the floor as defender. Seems like a newer player.
Vitek Sherry, I also don't know. Looks like one of the youngsters that maybe came up. Oh, okay, a slash. Yeah, the ball. The crease. He should know better.
Knotek heading to the... Yeah, he definitely does know better. I didn't see the call.
No, it was a defender with the ball in the crease.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So an easy one to make.
Jižní will try to bring it within one here. Big shot, save. Oh wow, lots of white around the ball, but unable to gather it clean. And it looks like Vimo will come up with it. Runs over Plakacek. Doshli chopping away, has loose ball. Cobra rips the stick out of Bambushek's hands, and Bodolan will wisely pull out. Will pay a little bit of a price for that, but no tech. Sorry, Cobra. Peck. Watched by 3 Jižní Město defenders. Still 10 in the clock here.
Some commentary here from the penalty box by Tomáš Knotek, saying they can't get it, but they did get it. So let's see if they can capitalize. They still have a minute on the man up.
Ketchup, I can't pronounce his real last name, but Ketchup absolutely bodying Lukáš Kučera. Caught him perfectly right in the belly, and it's definitely a little bit bigger of an athlete. Knocked down Kučera, and they will go back on this power play here. Novak down to, what was that, Petrak? Petrak chopped in the back by Postupa. I believe that they called it, he was sitting on the ball. Kressel.
Well, sitting on the ball would definitely qualify as withholding it.
If Matej Kressel decides to run to this goal right now, there is not a single athlete out here who can stop him from doing so.
As to my earlier point.
Well, I'm talking about strength, though, not necessarily speed. Like, he just runs through you.
Yeah, he's just an incredible athlete overall.
He has that unusual stick style you see there. He did come, he's originally a Czech lacrosse player. One of the, like Czech lacrosse, for those who are not aware, is a one-handed version of lacrosse. And it definitely will give you an interesting stick mechanic, and his passing, catching. I've been told, oh, here comes Cobra. Here comes the speed. Watch this one.
Love when you do that. Shot.
Big save, Martin Bartushka. Oh, I believe you were reffing and I did that.
Yeah, and it made me laugh then too, and that was field.
Yeah, the play is give the ball to Cobra and make that noise, and he'll run by everybody. Petrak almost able to beat Pepcha on this 5-hole there. The only thing about the 5-hole is it almost doesn't count.
The floor is maybe a little bit slippery. We had some cold weather coming in the last couple of days.
Some bizarre weather coming in the past couple of days. It was beautiful, then it was snowing, and that was about 20 seconds apart.
Well, getting us ready for April.
Fisher unable to gather. Hulish. I don't believe that will be a reset.
No, there wasn't enough possession for that to be deemed a reset.
Good press by Fisher, though, able to make that a mess. Tilsher will give it to Fisher. Ball up to Doshli. Big shot over the top. Not going to roll over and back.
Let's see some longer offense here. Well, maybe not.
Kressel will ball up for Postupa. And wisely will wait for his offensive unit. Knotek. Postupa will exit. Prohaska. Down to Friedel. Friedel watched by Katterbach. Pick move inside. Prohaska from Friedel. That's two-man lacrosse. That's pick and roll lacrosse. That's if you could go back the last 10 seconds and copy paste and show to your youth kids, like that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, go ahead and invite all your friends and family to come watch this for some more action. 2.5 minutes left in this period. So go ahead and invite your friends and show them what this is about.
Cliff Jackson says this floor looks kind of slippery, and I don't ever want to hear a word from Cliff Jackson about how slippery the floor is. Comes out here in quite little bowling shoes. Hey, I mean, I don't know if you were there those first games, but he was sliding into catches. Not just like, hard plays. He couldn't stand still. And then, those games down in Vienna, like it is a little slippery here, Cliff, but I don't know if you'd even be able to walk 5 steps here, pal.
Now some offensive action of Jižní Město. Oh, that was close. That almost just kind of trickled into the goal. But just
Slavy keeping that donut on the scoreboard. Jižní Město not looking too confident on that offense. They're taking that first shot. They're not really taking the best shot.
Which is weird because they're not really known to do that. I would say Jižní Město is definitely one of the more patient teams when it comes to shooting.
They have been. This is not. I thought they got a shot off that low shot.
No, it didn't touch anything. And as we all know, it has to actually touch the goal or the goalie for it to be the reset here. Pavel Došli, let's see if he can bring in some confidence to this team. He definitely sounded quite confident before the game. Another unnecessary shot. There was still so much time on that shot clock. I do wonder if they're maybe a little bit nervous because of the derby situation here and this opponent.
I don't think nervous is going to be the thing. This is their roster. With the exception of that player we haven't seen before. I mean, this is the Jižní Město's Jižní Město. Nerves aren't. I think they have good nights and bad nights, and luckily it's only 3-0. But if they're going to decide to have a good night, like they need to, decide that. There's 30 seconds left in this first quarter, but if they, kind of, hey guys, let's get together and let's make the decision. Like, let's play like the Jižní Město we played, like, early, our first 2 games this season, as well as, all last season. Coming in third and beating this, this LCC Red or Custodes, whatever you want to call it, team.
Okay, 11 seconds, six men on. Oh, come on, smarter. Nah.
For sure, though.
That is commitment right there. Straight in his face, too.
Sliding down into it, too. So we'll leave you alone for the quarter break here. I'm Brian Whitmer, joined by Barbara Zelenai. Thank you for joining this YouTube stream here from the NBLL _CZ YouTube channel. We'll be back with second quarter action after this.
Use the time, invite your friends. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the NBLL 2023 season. This is Babs, live with Brian Whitmer here from the Crosstown Derby, LCC Radočín against Jižní Město. The first period, 3-0 so far.
That's right. Faces made for radio. Thank you for joining in and tolerating our commentary here tonight. Cobra had a quick look at that one. Strublik, nice ground ball. Ball up ahead. Friedel unable to gather. Minja flipping, flying, trying to gather that one. Strublik, nope, Fischer. Tilscher might have a look at that one. Wonderful pass ahead for Knotek, and Bartushka will gather that beansy, bouncing meatball. Big check from Knotek, unable to get the 10 count there. Reklik has help on the far side. Fischer elects to carry. Novak ahead for Reklik eventually. Doshli.
So after a period like that, 3-0 and mostly opportunities for the other team, if you were Jižní Město, what would you tell your team in that break?
I would honestly be quite thankful it was only 3. I didn't think they played bad defense, but they didn't do anything offensively. If 3-3 is an acceptable score, allowing 3 goals is not bad, but not scoring any is not. I wouldn't be super hard on myself if I was Jižní Město. I would just say, hey guys, we gotta get this to happen here.
So far we do see more offensive action in these first minutes of the second quarter. And yeah, we definitely want to see more offense of Jižní Město. In the pre-game interview, LCC Radotín was saying that they, think highly of the Jižní Město offense and that their defense will be ready, which they have shown in that first quarter by gaining the ball very quickly.
Plakacek put that through the legs of Vimla, just off the left pipe, the right pipe for Joseph Slavik, but just off the pipe, unable to gather a reset. Kressel will casually jog across the half. Knotek carries to his side. Kuchera silent so far. Friedel has one. Prohaska has one. Kuchera, beautiful pass up for Knotek. I believe that's Knotek's second. Not the beginning that Jižní Město was hoping for. However, that is, if you get a ball and I get a ball, and if I score and you don't, that's your fault. Jižní Město has their opportunities. It's not like they haven't had the ball. It's just they have not been able to throw it in that big red thing.
That is.
I did have a coach one time who said, we were very talented playing against a not talented team. He goes, white ball, orange goal. And I will always remember Dan Bartlett telling that to us, like, what don't you guys get? Put this ball in the goal.
For the German speakers watching, das Runde muss in das Eckige. And that hasn't happened yet for Jižní Město, but I'm sure they will put some more pressure on it and try to follow that advice.
Vejmelka and Kressel give each other a little bit of the business here on the side. There's a couple guys I wouldn't fight in this league, and honestly, both those guys are just been named. Body from Vodolon. I can't tell who that is in the corner. Is that Bambushek, I believe? And Doshli in there. Czech Lacrosse's Yager. Vimula absolutely giving it to Doshli. Big checks from Fischer. Stick breaks. Able to keep playing without this stick. Another positive about box lacrosse. I like this. Will change. That is a bad move from Fischer. On the long door. Ball loose. We see a Novak break. Big body from, the most body that Kuchera can throw. Mikulka. Bambushuk. That was a horrendous pass from Matej Mikulka.
What a shame. That could have been a very nice action there. He was ready.
Big save, Martin Bartushka. JZ will be hounded by Knotek. Kuchera able to get that ball out of the stick of Zhezhinchek. Zhezhinchek using that good stick to get that ball to JZ.
And now some excellent action here from Jižní Město.
Big checks on the box.
They're just getting pressured left and right here. 7 seconds left.
Another shot just off the mark. Ooh. What happens if that hits a player in the substitution box? That's interesting.
Technically...
He was on his way off.
Yes, he was on his way off, so it wasn't like the door, I wouldn't penalize.
But it kept it from being an over and back. I've never seen that. Have you?
I've seen some other substitution door action. Pavel is an expert on that, where he kind of on his way in, jumps in the air and pumps the ball back. But if it's not too many, it's fine. That's an interesting one, though. We can take a look at that later.
If they had been able to gather and getting another shot off that, I would say it's another conversation. Riklik watched by Shruta. Shruta hounding Riklik. Big pick there from Samak. Shovel pass for Doshli, unable to gather. Now he has it. No shot. Shruta comes up with the ball. Will run. Samak doesn't need to pick it up. Will be a 10-second call. A little bit, see, this is that intensity. We had LCC Custodes versus LCC Wolves, and you don't get that pushing and shoving. You don't get that aggression, you know, if you're playing your B team. This is what we like to see. You know, I like to see guys who don't necessarily like each other playing against each other.
And that's definitely the case here. I don't think there's any love lost between these two teams.
You do have a lot of the national team for box and field on both rosters. Bambushek inside. That's one of those ones that has to be a goal. Petrak with his biggest loose ball of the night.
Yeah, but that national team love gets completely turned off the moment they step on the floor in those opposing jerseys, I would say.
Exactly. And it's not that the sport is big enough here that they can hate each other, but it is big enough that there can be bad blood and there can be, you know, all right, I cannot wait to slash, you know, this guy. I can't wait to get my chance to get that guy back. Post up ahead makes it look difficult.
I would say it has become a very friendly kind of hate competition.
Compared to what I've heard.
Yes, compared to way before your days, Brian. And I'm
aware.
Also with you having guys from all these teams on your national field team in Wrocław, that did do wonders.
We will see a runner ahead. Doshli, that might be a penalty shot.
Absolutely.
That should be a penalty shot. But Doshli's not arguing for it.
Definitely a penalty.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, Wojtek Schaffner is one of those guys, one of the officials who does hand out that penalty shot.
That's why I would just go with his call and say it's just a penalty and not a penalty shot. Again, we have to admit we have a bird's eye view here from the tower.
That took away the...
Being on the floor right next to the players, he definitely has the better view. And as you say, Wojtek does not shy away from...
Had he had that ball and that check been made on his back, maybe that's different. Big shot off the helmet of Shruta, I believe. Gathering Samak up ahead for Plakacek. They're on the board. Plakacek takes it afterwards, and I don't think that's an extra penalty, but he ran right into Kressel's neighborhood.
Was right there, but
he ran into Chris Kressel's neighborhood, and that's not going to feel good.
That's an excellent way to put it. He definitely paid for it.
You're in my yard. I mean, now had they called that, it would have been a little soft, but I also wouldn't have said that's wrong.
I don't think we would have argued it either way. But again, Wojtek was right there. He has the best view.
Dobiash leaning, does beat Streblik. Swimming, swerving, up ahead for Fischer. Riklik. Riklik, not struggling, but nice touch, but... Here we go, up ahead for... Hanzo Hulesh is the best forecheck player in the Czech Republic. I already said it. I'm saying it again. I'm right.
You said it once. You said it twice. I'm waiting for the third one, and then I'll get my gavel.
I mean, it's still second quarter. I mean, I've got time. I can say it later.
I always have to chuckle when you say Richtlik, which literally means the express train.
I mean, it's right, though. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah. But, you know, it's just a very fun last name to have.
That's...
From up here, that just looks nasty.
This is fantastic.
Again, we have to say we have a top two similar to
I'm seeing... You're seeing what I see, and this looks fantastic.
It definitely doesn't look as bad from on the floor, but from up here, it looks bad.
Hold on, we got one official pointing... We got one official pointing white, one official... Yeah, I definitely would go with Wojtek.
What he said. So, Jižní Město now on offense.
Doshlik has for Ketchup. Ketchup will stay in play. Novak. Fisher swims once, twice. That will go out of bounds off the leg of Slavik. Slavik, I would estimate. Oh, Vimola doesn't flinch after soaking that shot. Ball ahead for Ketchup. Oh, that's right in the head. You can't.
Yeah,
That's
Vasek has it.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Great call by Vasek
That-
Frank from single side. This is why we keep watching there. Absolutely. I mean, if he had missed that, I would understand why from the positioning and the transition, but
Right in
that's
the
a great
teeth.
call. Yeah. Cross check. Absolutely.
this
Let's
will-
see if
This will
Jižní
be the
Město can
third,
capitalize on
third
this
or
one.
second? No,
Second.
at least third. It's at least third. They scored.
No.
They
second.
had one in the first, and then
Yeah.
they've had one this quarter as
Did
well.
I miss one? Okay.
They let they had one penalty power play goal.
Yes, they did. They did. You are
What
correct.
Plakacek's goal was a power play goal, I
Correct.
believe. It let Cobra out of it because Knotek had the first one,
You are right.
Cobra had the second, and now we see off the stick of Doshli, out of bounds. I don't believe he had a scoring opportunity there, regardless.
Yeah,
but-
but losing the ball this
Yeah.
early into a power play, it does hurt. I mean, they still can get it back. There's 140 left on that, but
Shuta temporarily, very shortly loses that ball.
Hayek gets it back for LCC.
See how they don't press Tomasz Hayek. You're not getting that ball from him. Lavely giving it to Prohaska. Prohaska giving it back. Peck. 1 second. Bartushka on the ball. Nice ball up ahead for Kompas.
Still a minute in that power play. Plenty of time. Let's see if
At least
Jižní
one.
Město can do
Ooh,
more here.
interesting ball from Samaj. Samaj? How would you say S-A-M-A-J?
With that little.
There's no thing. There's no
There's
thing.
no hat.
There's no ha-ha-ha.
Then there's Samai.
Samaj, yo.
No, there is a hat. A little hike. So it's Shamai,
Okay.
like shaman.
Okay, there's a thing on the S.
Yes. What do you call those? It's not an
I've heard them called
accent.
birds. I've heard them called hotcheks.
Well, it is a hat chick, but
Wow. Bartushka did not see that ball.
nope. But he just took it like a champ.
Tomasz Hayek threw that ball as hard as I don't think he even threw that as hard as he could. That's the wrist strength of Tomasz Hayek. And he said, and Bartushka just stood there as like, I hope I get hit with this.
How old is Tomasz Hayek?
He was too old to play in the U21s, but I do believe it was close. So I would say he's 21, 22, probably turning 23 next, 20, I don't know, something like that. In the neighborhood. His older brother's 25. Doing statistics for the game, so maybe it's like assist Tomasz Hayek, assist Tomasz Hayek, assist Tomasz Hayek. Or maybe he scores a goal and he gets nothing, so. It's one way or the other. If my brother was doing the score, I'd never get an assist in my life.
Yeah, I'm sure many of these players know what you're talking about.
Ball ahead for Fisher. Steps around. Off the mark. A long arm of Vodolan, unable to gather. Vimola ahead for Postupa.
Postupa needs a long time to get that ball, but
Kuchera. Big, very sloth-like save for Bartushka, but able to keep the net ball out of it. Kuchera just keeps running. Just keeps running. Will eventually pay for that one. We'll have a check on Ketchup.
There's the reset.
Solskjaer chasing Ketchup. Head for Doshli. Has Fisher for a nice safe outlet pass. They will setter. Ouch. Off the leg. That will stay with LC Jižní Město. Will give us a full reset as well.
And it will also stay on Tomasz
I've not seen a
Hayek's leg
reset
for a
shot
couple of
clock.
days and weeks.
Plakacek shot blocked. Vodolan ahead.
That must have hurt.
You know, there's some places it really just doesn't hurt, and then but those places are limited.
Yeah, and I would say by the looks of it, where he got it, when I've gotten hit before, that one does hurt. And stays in all colors of the rainbow.
The worst is the meat. Anything above the knee, below the hip,
Oh yeah, those are nice.
there's just so much meat. Kulesh underneath. Up ahead for Proska. Not remotely in the neighborhood. Gobiash. Watch from behind. Nice check from Hulesh. Ball is over and back.
Another opportunity for Jižní Město to get on the board.
5-1 is not insurmountable. It's a 2-1 period with 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Like it's a good quarter for them, but that 3-0 does not help. Novak, silent so far, has a shot. I believe that's his first shot of the night. Matej Krusel just bullies him. Zheznicek, as I like to call him, Ježíšek.
Yeah,
All right,
I've
been told that I pronounce it like Ježíšek, which is of course the Czech version of Baby Jesus, which I'm all behind that. Ahead for Kompat.
And for our American friends,
Shamai.
we would say that Baby Jesus brings the presents at Christmas, not Santa Claus.
Apparently.
So that's a big,
Yes.
compliment.
So Czech Baby Jesus Santa is playing offense for the Jižní Městos. Big push from there from Kressel. Bambushek over the top. Block caught clean by Vimola. Ball ahead. Here comes, is that Hulesh? Hulesh ahead. Big save there from Bartushka. Makes it look easy. Mindya ahead for Novak. I would say, LCC is playing 3-second offense, but they're getting more out of 3 seconds than Jižní Město is getting out of 30. Fisher, shot off the side of the net. Catch up. Avoids that crease. Jumping in front. Too tall, but had a good chance. Kressel rides Fisher off the ball. Vimola, ball up ahead. Picked off clean by Kuba. Kuba Kos has that one. And here comes Matias Pakulka.
Kuba Kos surprises me regularly. Like, he's so seamless and you don't really notice him much, and then he does something and you're like, yeah, that was pretty good.
In those field national team scrimmages on Saturday and Sunday, he was easily, I would say, probably top 2 defenders for the Czech national team as a long stick. Doshli spinning. 3, 2. Mikulka off the mark. Plakacek throws that one into the parking lot. That will cost the LCC Radotín €2 and a quick restart. Sorry, that will cost the NBLL €2. Big check. Seemed like right to the head there, but Kuchera. Friedel. Back to Kuchera. Off the leg of Kompas. Reklik. Good timeout there called by Jižní Město. We will see 10-second offense. They will probably pull the goalie. Go 6-on-5. Why not? 5-2 at the halftime is not a bad. If they're able to to nail this, if they're able to go 5-2, that's not so bad. 5-1 sounds terrible.
Yeah, but the game is way better than it sounds.
Correct.
And as you say, 5-2 would be a great send-off into the locker room for that halftime.
5-2 would be a 2-2 quarter.
Yes, absolutely.
Right now we're looking at a 2-1 quarter. Ball's back there. Jižní Město does have to gather and clear it. Matias Pakulka will go. An interesting choice. Bambushek sent off. I would rather have the other, but it's not fantasy football. Pavel Doshli ahead. Novak. Vimola picks it clean. Catches a shot. Catches the feed. Into halftime we go. 5-1 your score. The LC Custodes over Jižní Město going into halftime. I'm Brian. We're joined by the wonderful Barbara Zelenay. We will be back with second half action after this.
5-1, půlčas. Pozvěte kamarádi a pojďte se podívat na Lacrosse tady v Radotíně.
si dali každý ještě dvakrát, ještě před... Ne, už potom, co ten míč šel pryč. No to bylo už od začátku tam, no a pak se dostali za nohu a z toho rohu šel a tam... Ale ty je tam... Že to dost sledujeme, a pak jim říkal, běžte, už to nekvestíjejte. Jo, OK. Ale střílejte. No, protože pak to šlo přes půl. Jako já vím, že on byl, jako on je velký hráč, ale zároveň... Nehodí. Já jsem si dával nohu přes nohu takhle.
Vítáme vás v druhní polovině NBLL zápasu Jižní Město proti domácím LCC Custodes Radotín. Já jsem Babsi a jsem tady s Brianem Wittmerem a vítáme vás. Stav je 5-1. Brian, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. Very kind of you. I thought you would fire me in the halftime break here.
No, then I would have to do it by myself. I'd much rather do it with you.
You'll fire me after the game. Got it. Yes. Okay.
I don't think I have the power to do that, even if I wanted to, which I don't.
Fine. I will fire me after the game, so you don't have to. So Streblik and Dobiash down for the face-off here. We will see Dobiash again beating Streblik clean, getting the ball out, but Streblik eventually comes up with it. Big ball up ahead for Peck. Peck chased, watched. Catch up. Vimilka watching Peck. Big chop. Ball back for Hulish. Watched by Ketchup. Ketchup. Pick. Beats. Momentarily beats Bartushka. The ball kind of kicking around between the ankles there of Bartushka. Knotek pressing. Ketchup. He's not going anywhere unless he can run this one over. And ball for Vimilka. Pushes him over before he makes contact. Up ahead for Novak. Ball touched by Postupa off the official, I do believe. Postupa up ahead for Knotek. Can he handle? Vesely hammered by Plakacek. Plakacek and Fisher both back on that ball. Ball up ahead for Koss. And we might see 5-on-5 offense for the first time this quarter.
It's always unlucky when the ball bounces off an official. For the official also, most of the time. Let's see what Jižní Město can do here.
Fisher, screened by Ježíšek. Knotek, Novak, watched by Vodolan. Big chops. That's off the bar. Ježíšek will have the ball back. Not exactly a stellar shot. Bambushek unable to gather. Unable to catch it clean, I guess. Able to gather. Ball up for Tobik. Ježíšek inside. Back for Fisher. No Doshli on the floor. Fisher inside. Taken to the boards by Kressel.
How did he lose that ball?
They're making it look easy. Jižní Město coming out with a little bit of fire here this third quarter. Bambushek up ahead. Plakacek up ahead. Maciej Mikulka getting some offensive rep. Bambushek steps into it, watched by Kressel. I wouldn't go any further either. Plakacek stepping down on Vimula. Step ahead. Rocket of a shot. Will go over and back. Plakacek has had 3 or 4 big shots, none of them on target. You know, I'm not talking about, bars or hitting the goaltender. Like all 4 of them off the mark. At least that one resulting in an over and back.
Yeah, we want to see some more from him. He's a veteran of this. Oh.
So you see, we have 12:17 remaining in this third quarter here. I would say that of those, 2 minutes and 43 seconds that we've played so far, I would say Jižní Město has had the ball for 2 minutes and 35-ish seconds. 10 seconds of LCC ball, and they're able to put one up, and Jižní Město is not able to get the ball on the net. Eventually, if I have the ball 100% of the time, I'm going to beat you. But LCC's kind of gambling that if they have the ball for 90% of the time, if Jižní has the ball for 90% of the time, they're still going to be able to beat them.
Yeah, at least we see more possession of Jižní Město in the second half compared to the first half, or compared to the first quarter, that is.
Streblik up ahead for Knotek. Knotek circles over for Friedel. Friedel steps over, goes short side once again. Vimilka with the rebound. Ball up ahead for Katterbach. Katterbach will get a shot out of this one. Widely off the mark. Novak able to gather. Still 22 on the shot clock when he had that ball. Had possession of that ball. Tripping, stumbling, falling over my own words. Ježíšek up for Došli. Došli steps in on this zone defense of LCC Radotín. Again, off the mark, same as... Definitely a late shot there. It was late on the shot clock, but it wasn't late on the official's whistle.
That is correct, and that's why he got away with it, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
one
off
could
the,
argue for
off the body of an LCC defender, I would not be happy if I was playing defense and I hear the whistle, I stop playing, I get hit with the ball.
Right.
Kuchera inside, dipping, diving, pays the price, unable to bury. And here comes Kompas. One-on-one with Vimola. Vimola will get his fix of contact. Big check up ahead, ball loose. Mikulka up ahead, ball tipped, intended for Fisher. Kuchera up ahead. Lukasz Kuchera, great loose ball up ahead for Cobra. Cobra to Hulesh, and Kuchera will settle. Has Stepik ahead. Ball inside, Hulesh gets around. Gathering is Mikulka. Watched by Friedel, two big chops. Third, ball ahead for Shamai. Gobiash for Fisher. Novak. Behind for Petrak. Petrak doubled badly. Loose ball for Kressel. Petrak paid the price on that one. Kubakos watching Matej Kressel from a distance. Ball ahead for Hulesh. Prohaska carries up high. Vesely. Vesely for Hulesh. Stepping in the middle. One check, two checks. Down goes Hulesh. Shot on target, but off the foot of Bartushka. Minja's pass broken up by Hulesh, the greatest forechecker in the Czech League, in the NBLL.
I hope they got them both. Yes. Okay. I'm okay with that.
I didn't see either.
Oh, I saw both. It's the typical, ball is gone and you kind of like, you hit me, I hit you kind of situation. And a lot of times it does get missed because it's so off ball and so unnecessary.
I think that's why I missed it.
I'm proud of my officials here that they got them and that they got them both.
It's the worst when they get one.
Yes.
It goes back to preschool. It's like, well, he kicked me first. Well, I only saw the second one.
Well, with those kind of chops, you kind of know something else was before that, so you can almost think.
Kompas inside. That's there. Slavik had the save. Actually, Slavik had the save and then relaxed.
Yeah.
He was like, he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know where that ball was. And I think it came off his left arm, kind of maybe, I want to say it came down to the left leg and he kind of kicked it into the back of his foot there.
You guys can see it on the replay. It definitely trickled in, but a goal is a goal, and 6-2 is a different ballgame. So let us guys know where you're watching from. We are curious. Yeah, you're right. So he saved it, he relaxed, and it kind of trickled down off his
He
leg.
couldn't find the rebound, yeah. That is a 1-1 quarter we have here so far. 6-2 is the important score, though. A ball off the defender. We will see a full clock for the LC Custodes. Prohaska ahead for Vesely. Cycling down to Knotek. Knotek inside to Friedel was open. Prohaska spinning under Koss. Streblik. Oh, a nice goal for Andres Streblik. Big face dodge, able to carry underneath. A big goal for Andres Streblik, and I do believe that's his first. Definitely is his first of the game. 7-2 your score. LC Jižní Město ahead of the LC Custodes. So Vimola filling in for Andres Streblik at the face-off dot. Dobiash, of course, for the Jižní Město side. Both penalty offenders still serving their time. Their 2 minutes has not been served. Big check from Ketchup. Loose ball here. Schruta bucks Fischer. Dobiash hit by Vodolan. Loose ball still. And Lukasz Kuchera able to gather that ball. Watched by Fischer, and now Vejmelka will come over to press. Ball up ahead. Prohaska, hospital pass from Kuchera, but Knotek. Kuchera. Prohaska. The ball movement from the LC Custodes is unmatched. Ball knocked down by Lavalley. I don't know what happened there. No reset. Friedel able to get a quick little shot out of nothing there. Hansa Fischer is running up ahead. Knotek watches Doschli. There was a check from behind there, but we will see a Sheshilovka, a 6-on-5 opportunity with just about a full clock here. Doschli checked from behind on that breakaway. Great pass up ahead by Fischer, and actually Tomasz Knotek did a great job getting back to even make it. What a save, Joseph Slavik.
But gorgeous action there from Pavel Doschli.
Fantastic. And we'll see Tomasz Knotek return to the box for his second penalty of the night. Wow.
By the way, you saying Przesilovka is pretty cool. I suck at it just as bad, so.
Oh, I suck? I didn't know I suck. Thanks for making me feel worse about myself. Jesus Christ, what some friend you are. Some friend you are. Jeez, I didn't know I sucked at all.
It's one of those hard
truths to face, yes. Thank you for that. I appreciate your honesty, and I will go to bed with tears tonight. Ball up ahead. Fischer gathers the rebound, unable to catch the initial pass. Bambushek stepping in. Off the stick of Vimola. Schruta bobbling it. Once, twice. Has that ball.
Still has it. Look at that. Still has it. Oh.
He's one of those defenders that the ball just doesn't come out of the stick.
Like, how did that not come out? It didn't even wobble.
Cobra's definitely shooting this.
Yeah.
Nice save. Nice redirect save.
Good job, Bartuszka.
That's not the last time he hits him. He's coming. It's too early to feed inside. Maybe a little bit of a forced pass there from Jižní Město. Doschli looking for options. Novak. Quick shot. That did sound like a pipe, but I didn't see it.
There is a reset.
Postupa. Definitely going to make this one a mess. I like the guy. He's just, here comes a stick. That big red stick of Bartuszka. You see that thing go in the air, it's like, what's going to happen? It's going to hit something.
Anything can happen when Bartuszka
Oh,
stick
ball
is
inside.
in
Had Petrak. Shooting short side is Fischer. Big save from Slavik. Slavik up ahead for Kressel. The hero of those field national team games was Joseph Slavik this weekend. Wow! Matej. That's a big body. Here comes another one. Is Vimola. Shamai. Fischer. Blocked in front again. A lot of these Jižní Město shots are not bad shots. They're just blocked in front. Bambushek. Back to Mikulka. 5-on-5, and there goes Knotek as a runner. Bouncing ball. Handles it. Bambushek chasing. Unable to gather. And there goes Tomasz Knotek out of the penalty box and into the scoring books. I believe that might be his third of the night. Definitely the best way to get out of the penalty box.
We can definitely check if that is his third of the night because we can check it on Point Bench.
Oh, Point Bench. What is that?
Oh, Point Bench is our wonderful stats system online. You can watch all the scores from all the games.
Developed in the Czech Republic, is the best software in the world of lacrosse, and World of Lacrosse should probably use that software at all times. Ball loose.
Definitely agree with that.
Mikulka up ahead. Back up for Samai. Swimming move. Shot over the top. Hits Dobiash behind the goal.
So So far, we have 2 for Pech, 2 for Knotek, and 2 for Prochaska.
I don't believe Peck has 2 goals. That's not correct.
The first 2?
He definitely had the first one. I don't believe he had the second
I think
one.
he had the second one also.
I'm not willing to say you're right.
You can go on the replay in the live that you're watching right now, and you can check it out.
Minja chasing Vesely. Ball ahead. Big check there from Minja. Way to recover. Bartushka knocked off his haunches there. Loose ball. That ball will go to Custodes, I guess. I guess it was off a Jižní player up into the netting. Difficult to see there, as it was just a orgy of bodies back there. Can I say that?
It's after 8. You can say that. Plus, you're in Europe. No beeping here.
I will test that on some other day.
Some other day and some other channel, maybe. How about that?
Peck smashing into Katterbach. Ahead for Ketchup. Why not? Shot off the mark. Gathered by Novak.
Still half a shot clock there, so plenty of time to do something.
Doshli getting underneath. Wow, Lukasz Kuchera with a great up check, kind of like I said that before. Big checks from Vimola.
I think that was your third. I need my gavel next time.
Ball up into the corner here. Cobra will gather. Big bounce pass ahead for Kuchera. Now you talk about a home field advantage. Obviously, you know, the LC Custodes are home, but Tomáš Hayek actually is home. He lives, I can see his house and the field at the exact same time. He lives across the street. You come here for a burger at Sokolov, you know, whatever, you come here for food. He's out here and he knows exactly how to play this turf. He knows how to run on it. He knows how to bounce the ball off it. He knows everything about every one of these boards. You know, he's the rink rat. That is Tomáš Hayek. Like, no one, you know, I've seen him come out here play ball with one ball. You know, some of these kids come out here with 4 or 5 balls, and you know, you shoot all your 5 balls, you go to the other end. He plays with 1 ball, and when it's time to run to the other end, he just sprints to the other end. It's so simple. He misses, he goes to get it. That's how that kid has gotten. I believe that's how that kid has gotten that fast. Ball up for Bambushek, stepping over the top. Short side, I believe he had open net. Unable to get it on target. Filsher watched by Jižní up ahead for Hulesh. Big check there from Riklik. You see a lot of these Jižní Město players playing both ways. That's one of my favorite things about boxes. There is no offense, defense. Like, you know, if it's time to go back, you go back. Stomping on the ball is Martin Bartushka. You see that one you don't see a lacrosse ball stop dead too many times ever in a box lacrosse game. Nope. Hand up. Big check ahead. Vimola. Not much of an opportunity there. Wisely pulls it out. Gets underneath. Goes 5-hole. Bartushka comes up with it. Not a whole lot of throwing options. Ball up ahead for Dobiash. Checked by Hayek. Underneath. Vodolon might be going for a trip. He definitely did not get there on his own. The hand never went up. It was just kind of one of those reaction gut calls there. You got it?
Yeah, we're looking at it right here. Goes over to the other side.
He might have just tripped over his leg. I don't know. Anyway. You'll be able to rewind it a little further than us. Tell us in the comments what happened. Doshli over for Novak eventually. Lakacek steps above it. Bambushuk. Fisher stepping in, belly of Slavik. Cobra running up ahead. Able to beat the goaltender to it. Helmet comes off. He has to go. Strublik able to get it. Sticks flying.
Yeah,
No, I think this is a
Unsportsmanlike conduct
From the
red
bench.
complaining about the no call.
I
on
think
the helmet.
that's got to be on Bassett, right? I mean, his voice is just he that's his penalty. I can't even tell what he's saying, but he's definitely then yeah, it's his fault.
Yeah, nothing to add there. I mean,
what did he say? I mean,
it doesn't matter. It's just, probably the whole neighborhood could hear it.
Tomáš Hayek did the right thing, though. If your helmet comes off, you have the immediate opportunity to fix it. But, obviously it goes, flying. You can't fix it, right? So you have to leave the floor. Vimla crushing. Who's that? Big stick. Doshli. End of the period.
It will start with the period. Still 2 men up, though.
5-3 situation. Prohaska approaches the officials. A little bit of a smile.
You always have a smile on.
He also is always complaining, but
At least it doesn't sound so terrible because he's smiling at you.
also a little easier to smile when it's 8-2.
And when you're Prohaska. I really don't know how he does it, but when he takes his helmet off, his hair looks perfect within like 5 seconds. So as a woman, I'm jealous immediately because my hair doesn't look that good even 2 hours after I take my helmet off after washing it.
Interesting.
Little thing you didn't know.
Little things, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say to that one. Cool.
Speaking about Prohaska, we have some bets on him doing a hat trick because apparently the childbirth boost is unmatched. You mean the sleepless nights, or which boost exactly? Or I guess it's not the same for the guys. Because I definitely did get a boost.
That's a Braden Ward comment. Braden was one of our import players over here doing a study abroad session. Ended up playing the fall session, the final session of the NBLL, and was on the championship-winning LCC Wolves. Braden, a faithful follower, a faithful tuner-inner. I do believe that was no call. I mean, they went shoulder to shoulder, and Cobra's helmet wasn't buckled up.
As is very often is the case with these teams.
I mean, just the nature of these helmets. A lot of the times, if it is like a 2-point strap, a chin cup, those buckles all get old and they kind of come off.
And especially if the chin cup is down to half of your neck.
Even if it's fixed right, they can kind of pop off.
That is true.
There's that random just something and it just pop right off. So Vimola and Dobiash to the face-off dot. Vimola being sent instead of Streblik in case they do lose it. You have one of your power kill guys. Vimola, nice easy pickup. Watched by Dobiash. Kind of going for a casual jaunt around the floor. Cobra gathers. Will be watched by 2. Running. Watched by the 3rd defender. And that one will be sent to the train station.
The newly renovated train station, so if you're coming in a couple of weeks, you're in for a treat.
Yes, you will be confused as to which track you should be using.
At least it looks like a track now.
It does. It looks much nicer.
There is an actual platform.
Tilscher's able to pick that one up. Plakacek getting bullied there in the corner by Kressel, I do believe that was. Ball ahead. Knotek saved Bartushka. Knotek's had a really nice game. I do believe he has 3 goals by my count, 2 penalties. He's ball up for Doshli. Doshli silent tonight on the scoreboard, I do believe.
Very unusual, but I mean, he does come up, later in the games where he sees the other guys are just not cutting it, then he takes it up on himself. So
Slavik does a great job standing there. Ball up ahead for Hulesh. Big save there by Martin Bartushka. Lavely up for Bemilka. Minja up.
Lavely extremely well behaved tonight. Very unlike him.
There's still time.
So we're waiting for it, you say? Pavel
I don't
Doshli
think
with the
it's
ball.
like, do you wait for a time
No.
bomb to go off? It's like, you know, like a landmine to go off. I guess it's more like a landmine. It doesn't have to go off. It's not set to go off at a certain time. It just could
I
go
would
off.
say that was tipped. I would say that was tipped, yes. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
officials pointing in different directions. The red defense is not going anywhere.
It was.
I think he was.
I would say that Petr should
I
have.
think he was right for once.
Yes, he should have held his ground here.
Regardless, 8-2 your score here. Jižní Město held to a very low score here. Credit to Josef Slavik and the LC Custodes defense, giving Jižní Město quite a few power play opportunities as well. Not big pick. Kubakos again. Ball up ahead. Ketchup. Martin Peck turning on the wheels. We'll touch the boards for that one. But a great, he's a young kid, but he's had a lot of health issues. He had strep throat, he had like tonsillitis, he had, what do you call that, liver disease, he had like all kinds of stuff. Then they had like shin splints. Martin Peck has had the worst year of his life this past 12 months, and you know it's good to see him back out here playing. Knotek able to get that quick shot off, goes 5-hole, not able to get anything off it, but it was a shot on net. Koss, ball ahead for Bambushek, still throws it. With Cobra in the neighborhood, I'm not throwing it. Ball up ahead, Knotek. Shot save again.
Beautiful action here on the floor right now.
Shot save again. Shot save again. I will keep saying it. Martin Bartushka doing a great job of getting hit in the chest. I mean, you know, there is some talent that goes into these saves, but it's not like they're, you know, playing the ball to the pipes on any of those shots. Those are, you know.
But man, you have to be ready and you have to take it, and he's ready and he's taking it.
And keep your eye on the ball.
Absolutely, and we had some, you know, the one he saved without even knowing where the ball was. So, and then when you have these.
Oh my, Plakacek shot that underhand into the stick of Vimola. Is this a pick six? It is not. Plakacek gathers that rebound. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this NBLL_CZ game of ping pong tonight. Back and forth we do go.
And we do say hi to Switzerland.
Love to hear that.
So, guten Abend.
Yeah, how do you speak Swiss?
Well, I could try, but I would probably suck even more than in my Czech, so I'll just let it be. Grüezi miteinander. Something like that. And it was probably terrible.
I was going to do the Swedish chef voice, but like,
No.
yeah, that's not it.
Not it.
Strublik steps into it. Shot off the mark. Dobiash with a nice loose ball, plowed by Lukasz Kuchera, all 55 pounds of him. Ball ahead for Hulesh.
Oh! Now
Very strange finish. That looked like it didn't feel good afterwards, but a nice ball, lefty to lefty love. Lukasz Kuchera ahead for Hanzo Hulesh. I do believe that might be Hulesh's third or fourth of the game.
The whole combination there was just brilliant in my eyes. You know, even though, as you said, he probably paid for it at the end there.
I think Hanzo Hulesh is having the best season. Maybe, I mean, he's not doing anything different, but I do believe Hanzo Hulesh might be having the best opening month of this NBLL 2023 season.
So, apparently his first.
That's not accurate.
Might be his second.
Carlos and Dan need to wake up down there on the point bench.
I'll go check it out.
Ball up ahead. Checked is Friedel. Friedel wrists up ahead for Vojta Postupa. Gathers his Bartushka. Ball up for Minja. Minarik. It's just easier to say Minja. It really is. Doshli. Inside for Novak. Novak's silent tonight as well. Bambushik stepping into this one. Some of the shots he has shot, I would definitely have shot that one. Fischer kicked aside. Doshli with a possession of the ball and a full 30 on the shot clock. Novak getting some help from Ketchup inside. Ball ahead for Doshli. Ready and waiting is Slavik. Not a wise decision from Stepan Friedel, but maybe he enjoys playing defense.
double-checked our scorekeepers. Hulish had his second of the night. Let's see.
Getting pounded inside is Novak by Tilsher and Friedel. Two of the players who were able to go play a little bit of junior in Canada this past summer. Cobra with the ball. Will have a ball up ahead. Tilsher surveying his choices. Has Hulish. Prohaska. Knotek. Up for Kuchera. Kuchera underneath everyone and goes 5-hole, very unlike him. Bartushka walks out of his crease, finds Vemielka. Vemielka, watched by Knotek. Big up check. Now, I say lots of nice things about Kuchera and Hulish in the forecheck. Tomasz Knotek is not bad at it. He's definitely a player who will run you all the way back to your, to his goal. Has a good, I'm just saying extra good things about those two. Knotek certainly oh, are you serious? Nothing. That is atrocious. That's bad. No, I don't want to hear it. That's bad. That's terrible. That's how dumb things start. And Vimola or Lavely. And here we go. Yep, that is their fault. That is your fault. And now we've got. Yep, this is all your fault. Yikes. Lavely heading to his box.
Well, Lavely, as we all know, would have found something sooner or later. So, definitely Kressel gave him some love there on the board. And that was enough for him to do what he does. And not to say that he's a bad player. He's an excellent player. But sometimes he just loses it, which this wasn't bad, but
I wouldn't
but
say
that
sometimes. He frequently loses it.
There's definitely a losing point almost every game.
Oh, and there's Hulesh's tic-tac-toe. Let's Lavely back out of the box, but that's tic-tac-toe. That's exactly what offense is supposed to look like. Vimola back to the face-off dot. Streblik still probably shaken up by that. Probably counting his teeth in the mirror, if you can count that high. Vimola beating Dobiash. Loose ball. And here we go. Katterbach up ahead. Has Dobiash. Big chop. Ball up for Doshli. Ball, Bambushek on the backside, knocked down by Vodolan. Nice play. Postapa, if he can make it. Short side, off the bar. What a catch by Plakacek, throwing from his knees. Would have been such a great look. Had that ball connected to Petrok. But Vodolan able to carry ahead for Kuchera. Watched by Koss and Fisher. Great back and forth. Ball up for Kuchera. Knotek setting that pick for Vesely. Gets inside. Big save Bartushka. Flipping it ahead. Up for Doshli. Don't think he's going to outrun the LCC transition. Fisher takes a skip pass. Or a skip shot, sorry. Shamai giving it to Tilsher. Flips it back. Big check from Koss. Nice check. Outrunning is Hulesh behind the back up to Tilsher. Prohaska. Up for Hulesh. I wish I could talk faster. Blocked in front by.
Oh, there goes Koss.
That's the player we were not.
Yeah.
Oop.
People in the crease in front of Bartushka, never a good idea.
I do believe that ball is going to return to the LC Custodes. Shovel in front. I don't think Hulesh knew to roll off that pick. He just physically wasn't able to spin with that, that turf being that slick. Behind the back, Knotek diving. Jumping, I guess. Diving would be a little excessive, word. Shamai up for Vimyalka.
Yeah, a little too.
Hopping.
Hopping. Yeah, I like that. With Easter coming up, that was definitely a hop.
Oh, Vimola tiptoeing around the crease. Up for Postaba. 4:50 remaining here in this crosstown derby here. A fantastic game. Holding LCC to 10 goals with in 55 minutes. That's fantastic. Putting up 2 of your own is not ideal. Streblik picked off by Minya. Runner ahead. Kupakos had a ticket to the goal. Katterbach will take his chance instead off the shins. Dobiash blocked in front. How many blocked shots for LC Custodes in their defensive play? Fantastic.
Look in the stats on point bench afterwards.
I don't think they do blocked shots, though. No way they do. They can barely get goals and assists, right?
No, they do more than that.
Shots
but
wide, sure. But shots blocked is what I'm talking about. Like, just the number of sticks and number of bodies getting on that ball. Like, absolutely fantastic play by the LC Custodes defense. It's not just merely standing there. Those are actual saves. Like putting your body in the right place or stick. Flip ahead, Proska. Knotek. Another block shot. Has a player up ahead. This is a 2-1, 3-on-1. Oh, you hate to see that. Honestly,
you
hate to see bad transition.
Yeah.
Or sorry, good transition and poorly.
Yeah.
That's a much nicer way of saying it.
All game long today, it was those seemingly simple things that Jižní Město should be able to do, and we know they can.
Kuchera in no rush. Prohaska, an equally similar rush. Hulesh off the official again. I don't know. He's not a... I'm not sure what that went through. It was through the legs or through the arm of Bartushka, but that's the first goal either side in a very, very long time. As Hulesh, I believe, stacking up his 4th of the night.
I would think so. It is number 4 for Hulesh. Yeah. There it is. 3 in a row. 1 early and then 3 in a row. That is impressive.
Vimola currently uncontested at the faceoff dot. Dobiash running out. Equal battle here. Honestly, the whole night's been an equal battle. Like, it really has been a fantastic game of lacrosse. It's just a matter of...
Yeah, don't let the score fool you. It was definitely, or it is definitely...
I mean, it's a great night for Joseph Slavik, but it's also... I'd say it's a bigger night for the LC Custodes defense.
Yes, I would agree to that.
Running... Struta bumped off of Ketchup. There's a lot of good athletes out here, both defensive teams. No love lost here between these two teams. Hulesh with the ball. Ahead for Prohaska. Not on the money there with that behind-the-back pass. Trying to make it on the Instagram reel. Hulesh going for 5. Pass for Knotek. Would have been an empty net goal there. Diving play. Off the mark. Big chop from Jižníček. Able to keep that ball loose. Losing their...
That's never good. When Wojtek looks over like that, that's never good. If I was Radotin, I would just shut up just about now.
The LC Custodes losing their shit. There's that testing.
And the word that just came from Popak would be enough for me to send him off. Oh, and there's a bottle flying. That is definitely a penalty.
And they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it.
So, Popak, I love you, but for the next time when you're watching this, you better don't do that when I'm on the floor, because
They did nothing. They did nothing. Wow. Friedel. Ahead for Streblik. Loose. Nobody able to gather that one. Knotek inside for Streblik. Hulesh up ahead. Oh, knocked down by Vimilka. Good play. Shot saved Bartushka. Kubakos. No help here. Has Fisher up ahead. Just out of bounds. Bit of a wild pass there for Kubakos. Tomáš Hayek with the ball now. Kuchera. Friedel. $1.30 here to go in the derby here. Crosstown. LC Custodes up by 11-2 here. Shot not even remotely in the neighborhood. Bartushka diving. Gathers his crease. This is a broken play there. Shamai, the guy out the door, doesn't play that one well. Has a four, will take 4 defenders by himself. Vimola, ball up ahead for Postupa. What do you think? Berries or no?
I said no.
Me too.
I don't know, just didn't feel right in that moment.
I like Vojta Postupa a lot.
I would,
Good player.
You know, I would be happy for him, but
He
it just didn't look.
He makes easy things look hard. Peck, shot off Bartushka's shoulders there. Falling play. Lakacek up ahead. 25 seconds to play here. Dobiash unable to gather. Dangerous play in the corner here. Dobiash gathers eventually. 13 on the clock. Doshli, I believe, still blank on the score sheet. Novak off the inside bar, up out of bounds, and into the neighbor's front yard. Bambushek ahead for Doshli. Last play here, 7 seconds. Bambushek has his shot off the mark. Up ahead, 3, 2, 1, and no shot for Hulesh. Very sportsmanlike-ish not to take that shot. Bartushka not even entertaining the aspect of that last shot. A well-played game by both teams here. Jižní Město's offense certainly not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but a final score, I think the true winner here was LC Custodes' defense. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. Don't let the score fool you, though. We watched a fantastic game of lacrosse here. Tell your friends, rewatch it. Don't let the score fool you. Děkujeme, že jste se dívali s námi na tenhle zápas LCC Radotín proti Jižnímu Městu. Tady z Radotína. A my na dneska končíme. Tohle je Babsi a byla jsem tady s Brianem. Dobrou noc.
Have a good night, and we'll see you at the next stream of the NBLL_CZ YouTube channel. Thanks, and have a good one.
O 6 těch situací, ale jenom třeba říct, prostě jako, já to nemám. Ale jsem si na mě. Jo, řekni, kluci, já to neviděl, vypij se. A mě, kluci, je to na videu, tak prosím vás tomu ten čas věnujte.
Co jsi ty tak na pásku, že to byl vol, my jsme ho neviděl, tak není vol, nebo to byl vol, to přece nejde. Já jsem na tebe neřval prostě. Teďka to byl pár. Ty jsi mi řekl, ať vypadnu, vole. To se mě dotklo.
abych věděl, jestli to mám dělat teď a přeskočit to. Já ti fakt, já se stav...